first down. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Elliott, the ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Two times. We're going to 54. Hey, kill. Check ball. 26.
They'll run with Elliott. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Hey, kill. Watch the ship. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
46.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Here we go. Pick me up. Here we go. Double time. Everyone come.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Cut it right. Cut it right.
Out to Roberts here on the quick pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Kill. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 6.
Jackson from the shotgun. Now he's going to go deep down the left, and that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After One 7-0 on EA Sports. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Check.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Now the Cowboys going to burn the... First of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You got nothing to do.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Flushed out right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go one more.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the back. Side sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
coach.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Cooper was the intended target. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Number 53, Mike 53. Mike 53. 53.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. They still can't get it. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Check 50. Check 50. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Go, go.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot. This at about the 28.
Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. Finds Roberts, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Jackson now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you. but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for a Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. The bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
Dancing to his left, and he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Elliott on first down to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Go, get out there.
They go to Elliott again. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on now is Kai Forbath. If you're wondering, he's hit from as far as 57. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Back now in Baltimore, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down.
Single.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. The job 1 to pick up the 1st down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be up. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the 1st down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of a couple. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Let's go, let's go.
On third down, Jackson buying time to his left. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Jackson throwing on fourth down. It's caught by Roberts. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Here's Jackson to throw. It's complete to Snead. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack by Robert Quinn. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Throwing now is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get sixes instead of threes.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Switch. 61. Max box. Right. Slow.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
In your face.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On second down, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now Elliott. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now on fourth down, honors the punt team sending this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
One last shot for Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it. The ball comes out, and this will go out of bounds, so no recovery, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.